Hi everyone, this is Ida Created to Create. Welcome back to my channel. If you are not 18 years or older, this video content is not intended for you. I have some birthday blessings that I want to share with you guys. And the only reason I am sharing it is because a lot of times when I discover something new, I like to share what tools I'm using, what's new out there. Not so much so you'll run out and get it, just so you can have that information. So if it's something that you're interested in and you don't know what is out there for that, and that's really mostly for the purpose of this video. Also, I want to share with you that these are birthday blessings, so I didn't purchase them myself. These were purchased by my children. Let me move that out of the way. So I have been working on I have been working with parchment paper, which is almost very similar to a very thick vellum. And it's very similar. Sometimes I use parchment, sometimes I use thick vellum. But to do that type of work, a light box really helps. And I had an older one that my daughter Abby had purchased for me years ago. And as time goes by, things get thinner and more compact and do the same thing, but they're just so much, they're streamlined really thin. So after having that other one for many, many years, I wanted something that I could just put on my desk, didn't take up a whole bunch of room in my desk, and was as thin as possible. So this is the one that I had on my wish list, so I want to share it with y'all. Anybody who uses some type of light box in your craft room, this would be great for you. If you have the older one, that the ones that are really, really thick, this is the one that I chose, and it is very thin. It's only about 1/4 of an inch thick, so it's very, very thin. Also, what I like about it, I kind of took my time in choosing which one I wanted for my parchment work. And usually what you do is you tape your work to either another acrylic plate or onto your light box. So I chose this one because this one actually has magnets that will hold my work. See, it's not going to fall off. It holds my work while I'm working, and I don't have to worry about taping it. So that's the reason why I chose this one. And this, you can dim the light if you need to. And there are special mats that you use to work with this light box, that even though you put your mat over it, the light still shines through. And I do own that, so this was the only thing that I was lacking. And not that I was lacking, I had a very big bulky one, and now I have this really thin skinny one that doesn't take up very much room. So that's the reason why I chose this one. And again, this was gifted by my youngest daughter, who is Abby. A lot of you know who Abby is. And I also had on my wish list a ink pad holder that was made out of foam. It was made out of foam, but it was for ink pads, but it's a different kind of foam. It's got like a coating on it. And it's made for the ink pads, but I wanted it for my alcohol markers. And that's what I use. I put my markers in, and I really love the way it works. I'm not going to share it with you because I already have it set up. I already assembled it, set it up, and it's full of my markers, and it's in my IKEA or my Target cubby unit, which is equivalent to the IKEA Calyx. So I'll share that with y'all on a later video, but I will link it in the description box anyway. So let me move this and let me share with y'all what else I received. I had a lot of, before I get too far, guys, I want to give a great big old shout out to two of my grandsons. They know I love Amazon. And they're very young. Like one of them is in their first year in college, but he graduated. I think he graduated early because he was doing college classes already in while he was in high school, or he's just ahead of the game as far as credits go. But anyway, they're very young. And then the other one is still in high school and doing college classes. But they bought me an Amazon gift card, guys. And I love that. Not the fact that they gave me something, but that the Lord put in their hearts to give. A lot of times we're so attached to our money, and we just love money so much that we can't let go. And I always pray for them and for my grandchildren and my children, for the Lord to teach them that there's nothing in this world that's more important than, a relationship with the Lord and his salvation, the gift that he has for us, that there's nothing in this world that we need to hold on to like that. And for a lot of people, money is an issue. So I pray for them about that. So they gifted me this gift card, and I already spent it, guys. I needed some paper, so I ordered some paper packs. Another thing that I was gifted by my daughters. I have 3 daughters, in case you guys didn't know. I know I always talk about Abby because she's the one who lives next door and spends a lot of time with me. But I've been doing the parchment work, and that's what I wanted the light for. And I needed tools because it's a new hobby for me. So like any new hobby, you have to buy the tools for it if you don't have them. I didn't have anything, so I had to buy everything new. But like I said, I didn't buy it all. This was a gift from them. So this is one of the tools that I bought, and these are by Pergamano, and a lot of people get this confused. The Art of Parchment Craft, they call it Pergamano. But Pergamano is actually the company that makes the tools. It's actually Parchment Craft. So I got this one, and with the Pergamano tools on the end of the tool, it shows you what it is because it's very difficult to count the needles. So this is a half square, and it's got the needles that when I perforate through parchment, that is the shape that I get. So I picked up that one, or they picked up that one. And then they got the one that looks like a flower. So as you can see right here, you see the 5 little dots. That means that that's the kind of perforation that this one does. And then this one is more just like a swirl. So they gifted me those. And Parchment has some specific scissors that you use and for that to cut out the work. And it looks like lace, you guys. And I own them. But I wanted a spare that was more economical because the Parchment brand is very expensive for a pair of scissors, or in my opinion. So this was more economical. I had it on my wish list, and they picked that up for me, and I think this will work. And these are the spring form ones, which is perfect for that type of work. And I did test out some metal. These are made for wood burning, and they're called stencils, but they're made of metal. And you can actually use these for parchment crafts, and these are more economical. So there was a set of 4, and one of my daughters picked that up for me. So there is this one with the rose on it. So this was a set of 4. Here's another one with a different type of flower on it. Here is another one with yet another flower on it. And I'm dying to try these, but I'm still trying to organize my craft room. And then there's this one. This is not really blue. The blue is the plastic coating that this is packaged in. That actually comes off, and it's metal. So I got those. I was gifted those. And then I was gifted some Groovy Tools. These are made by Groovy. That's the name of the company. And these are for parchment embossing. So these are made of acrylic, and they have, wherever you see the lines, all the detail, the design, it on the back of the plate, it's actually etched into the into the plate. So there's a little groove that you follow along. Your tool just glides around in that groove, following all the outlines to get the embossing on parchment. And I don't know if you guys saw, I sent Miss Betty, who is Scrap Passional One, I sent her some Happy Mail, but I made a card for her. And I kind of just doodled around the card, embossing on it. But I'm not an artist, guys, so it was pretty because of the technique, but it wasn't that great, or in my opinion, because I don't draw. So I saw this plate that had the roses like in a little trail and a little border, and I really love this. And I love the fact that it has the bigger ones to outline something, frame something, and then it has the smaller ones, and then it also has the corner, so if you're going to turn a corner, you can add your corners to it. So I love this one. This is one of the ones that they gifted me. And then here's another one, which I think is very important when you're doing any type of scrapbooking, any type of craft that we do. Sometimes we like to personalize things. So I do have some that have the alphas on it, but some of them are bigger, some of them are smaller. So this was like an in-between alpha. And I really love the size of these. And you have the uppercase and the lowercase. And I think it's two different styles. And then you get the upper and lowercase as well, and the numbers. So I could emboss anything that I wanted on my project. And then here, this is huge. Let me turn it sideways. Let me move these. This one was also a gift from one of my daughters. And this one is for, I could actually do a card shape out of vellum. And you would score it right here where these lines are. You would first do the indentation, and that would give you a score line, kind of like a score line to fold it. Or I could use it to emboss the flaps on envelopes. You know, you're just limited to your imagination. So this gives you the basic shape, and then it gives you different designs that you can swap out to put on the edges. So here's one, then the plate comes with one. And here's a different one. So it's different ones on here. And you have dragonflies, just different things. And on the back, it does have an inspiration sheet. Different designs that you can do with this particular plate. So that is another birthday blessing. And I'm not sharing this so you can run out and get in debt or anything. Just so you can be informed of what's out there for different crafts. Now, I did purchase something myself, and you all know that I'm a big fan of Carnation Crafts. So they had this mirror that came out. It's called the Magic Mirror, but I don't care what it's called. That's not what I'm using it for. It's a very beautiful old-fashioned mirror that has the different layering pieces, the filigree. And I think this is beautiful because there's nothing out there in this size quite like this. And then you not only get all the layering pieces, you also get two words in here. You're beautiful. And they also have the silhouette to them. So I'm going to turn this around so you can see. Maybe hold it up a little bit. As you can see, this one has 1, 2, 3 layering pieces. And then it's got the shape, the filigree work on the mirror. And then it has this inner oval right here, and then it's got this oval in here with a layering piece as well. Here are the two words, and this is a stopper because anytime we make a tent fold card, sometimes it tends to want to slide open. What this is for is so you can put it in between the card. That way the card can only open so much. So that's what the purpose of this little strip in here is. It's a stopper for your card. And then I don't know if I'm sure a lot of you saw Nicole Silhouette had some dies that were for to put in gift cards. lost my train of thought. To put in gift cards, and she does share how to use this. So she is Nicole Silhouette on YouTube, and these are pockets for gift cards. So if you look for that video, you can see what she did with them. And we had to pre-order these, and I believe she was sold out. I'm not sure. You can check with her. I know she's on Etsy as well, and I was able to get one of them, so it just came in the mail. Thank you so much, Miss Nicole. I'm sure that these are going to come in very handy. And that is all I have to share, except for I wanted to share with you what parchment craft is. I made these bookmarks for my daughter Abby and my granddaughter, because I made this one. This was my first one I made for Abby, and I'll pull it out so you guys can see it. I did order these bookmarker sleeves on Amazon. I will post a link into anything that I can find in the description box. And anytime you use any of those links, those are affiliate links, which means that I will make a small commission if you use those links. So this was the first one that I created. I'm going to lift it up so you can see that this is parchment. And it's very similar to vellum, but it's thick. So this was a stamp set that my friend Carolyn had gifted me. It says Faith, Hope, and Love, which is one of my favorite verses in the Bible. I think it's 1 Corinthians 13:13 that says, and these three remain, faith, hope, and love. But the greatest of these is love. You know, without love, guys, it is impossible to please God. So anyway, I finally got a chance to use them. I thought they would be perfect for a bookmarker. I just added a little piece of a little die cut in here, and you can see the die cut through the parchment. And when my granddaughter saw it, she wanted one, so I created one for her, but on hers I added the gold tassel. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching. I hope this was informative. I hope everyone is having a great day, and until next time, bye.